I've turned 60 last year, and this is my houseboat. Just thought you might like to see it. And here she is. It's just down the side. So I'm going to come down here so you can really see what we're working with. This is the transformation of my life. It's manifestation, and it's just been a massive journey for me. I never, ever, ever thought that I would live on a houseboat, and that I would become a boatie. So I'm just going to show you inside. This is my deck, and it's a barbecue, and you look down here. That's my little first mate Yowie. He loves it on the boat. And this is in the cabin. So you can see my kitchen, and this is my lounge room. I'm going to step back here and have the lounge. And here's you can see where the motor and everything is. My beautiful Yowie's palace, and that's my view. Looking out through my windows. This is my rebounder. I have a certain amount of things for me to exercise. So the kitchen is awesome. And I have a dishwasher over here. And this is my office. So I've got all my crystals and tarot cards and everything there, and my computer. And up there we've got my singing bowls and things. I have this cupboard, which is for storage, but which has a washing machine dryer in it. Now, if we keep going, we have bathroom facilities, so that's just the toilet. My bedroom in here, so I've got a nice queen size bed. And I've got it's a bit dirty at the moment, I've got my shower stall and my sink, etc. there. And I have some nice storage in this room, just in there. And then out here is the back deck. So got things on there, but I've got cushions and what have you that I can use just to sit out and enjoy it. And I have Finny the Tinny. So I've got my skipper's ticket. So I have taken it out, but I've got to gain some more courage. But the things that I've learnt since I've moved onto a houseboat, my health has improved, my balance has improved, my strength has improved, my mental health has improved, my sense of joy has improved. Everything it's just been amazing. And for a long time, I didn't know what my housing situation was going to be. And honestly, the universe has definitely played a part. In 2023, my lease came to an end, and I was in Brisbane, and the housing there, like everywhere, had just gone crazy. And I didn't have any possibility of being able to buy a property. And I'd lived in the city, which I loved, but I couldn't afford to live there. And then my daughter had moved to Perth, so I just decided, at that time it seemed like it would be a better, easier for me to go over here. So I did that, and I lived with her and her husband for probably 2 years. The housing market changed, and then unfortunately my mother passed away, and as a result I've managed to get this. Now, I would have rather that she'd be here, but the housing market, as you know, is just crazy. But in terms of the boats, I was looking at houses. The competition was wild. I was going to have like a massive, like a mortgage that was going to last for ages. And then just everything, right from me deciding to come here and getting this boat, because I was buying another boat, which was 20 years old. It failed it got a survey and the floor was rotten. And then I was thinking, oh no, what am I going to do? I'm going to have to buy a house. The lovely people here said I could have a pen, and there was a new boat that cost the same price as that boat. And like, I'm telling you, it had to be the universe. And I remember that I had been told a number of times by a few different psychics that I've been to, and they all say, oh, you're going to be on the water. And I was in Brisbane, I'm thinking, I'm not going to be on the water. Like, I can't afford the water. And now I'm literally floating on the water, which is like, blows your mind. And I'm so excited to be 60. I'm so excited. Like, when I was 59, I was really despondent, going, oh no, worried about aging and all that. And when I came here, I couldn't even bend. I couldn't have crouched down to do the ropes or anything, which, you know, you have to have a certain level of mobility, which I did, but my balance was shot and all that. And now, because I've been working on my health and, you know, energy and meditations and things now for quite a few months, I'm just a different person. And also, when I got this boat, I also started my new job, which I love. And now I want to share it with you guys. I am a Reiki master. I do spiritual coaching because my mission is really just to help people that are at crossroads where they're just feeling hopeless about whatever it is that they're going through. Mine original one was when my ex-husband left in 2010, and I just, you know, you don't know what's going to happen in the future. And I've had a number of iterations. I've manifested going to university, and I got my Bachelor of Social Science, majoring in counselling. I imported some horse floats. I've got I'm in a job that I really love. But I also really love helping people, which I do in that job, but I want to do this as well, because it's really hard when you're totally lost and you don't know what direction to go in, or to have negative thoughts about the future. But after my ex-husband left, I was a very negative person. I just thought everything was going to end up badly, but I actually made a decision to have positive thinking. So I started keeping a journal, and a gratitude journal, and just started thanking Spirit for that. I also completely changed my spiritual journey, which I will talk about on another video. But once I did that, because the point is, if you want to manifest, you can't be negative, because if you are, you're going to manifest negative things. So I just started to look on the positive side. And it wasn't easy, but I got there. And then I started manifesting things. Things started going my way. And it's been a complete journey, because that was 15 years ago, nearly 16 years ago. So I just really want to encourage everyone that this is my journey and you'll have yours, and it's definitely possible. To manifest it. Things just are amazing how they all fall into place. Like, I would never have thought, when I made a quick decision. I decided to come to Perth in 3 days, and I just got a new job, which I was starting in a week, and I felt so bad. But, you know, a lot of women my age end up with no housing, and that's why I was so scared about it. But yet it all worked out. So. But I took action as well. You've also got to help yourself. But I just want to encourage you that you can do it. You might feel a bit hopeless, but for me personally, and everyone's different, I just start to plan, like what I want to do and how I'm going to do it, and I do action lists. If I have action lists and I just start marking them off and just working towards it, it makes it a lot more achievable. Now, don't get me wrong, you get stalled because some things just take time, and it's not going to take any longer than it is, but you will get there. And if you'd said to me, you're going to be living in Perth, I would say you're crazy. And if you'd said you're going to be living in a houseboat and you're going to have a tinny and you're going to be a skipper, I would have thought you're also crazy. That's never happening. So, what's your never? What are you never going to do that you may end up doing? It's just amazing because sometimes these things just sort of funnel you. And the point is that when things happen easily, that's when you know that you're on the right path. When things, like when there keeps getting roadblocks after roadblock after roadblock to stop you doing something, when I've pushed through and gone ahead and done it, it's ended up a bit of a disaster. But when things just seamlessly happen, I've now ended up on a houseboat. Okay, I'll see you next time. Bye.